All right, so I wanted to make this quick video for all the experts and coaches out there who are trying to launch courses for themselves, for their audience, right? And if you already have a following, then congratulations, you're just gonna share the course with them and people are gonna buy, right? Because they know you, they trust you. But the thing about launching a course on Meta Ads is that there are a lot of things that need to be taken into consideration, right? The ad creatives, the ad copy, the landing page copy, the landing page individual elements, every single thing need to be taken into consideration to understand and crack sales on paid marketing. You see, it's 20% about your course and it's 80% on how you communicate the value of your course through meta ads, right? So either you're communicating the value through meta ads or your funnel. These are the two things that people need to pass through before they even land on your course and figure out that your course is amazing. So even in these two levels, there are a lot of factors like we have to crack the CPC. The CPC has to be low, which basically means the cost of clicking on the ad for every particular viewer who is watching your ad has to be low. The ad copy has to make sense. The ad copy and the funnel copy has to make sense. But then today, inside of this particular offer, what happened was um, this one element was added without me even knowing that it was added inside of this particular funnel that really diminished the sales that we were getting, like in a very linear manner, right? I mean, it wasn't good. And this week we reached a point where we didn't get any sales this week for this particular offer, and it really um, was surprising for me because I did not even know that this element was added in the first place. So I'm just gonna share that with you. And welcome to day 25 of the Office Turnover Challenge. If you have no idea what we are doing over here, is that we are converting negative ROAS offers to positive ROAS. Okay, which that basically means I recently got inside this particular project which has several offers, and that they are running on Meta ads, and some of those offers or most of those offers are actually losing money on ads. And my goal will be to take those losing money offers and convert them into making money offers over these 60 days, right? So when I started, it was sitting at like 5% being positive ROAS, which means that they were making money of all the offers. And then my goal will be to take that 5% number to 60%. Okay, so this is going to be an exciting journey, and today is day 25, which basically means end of week 5. And today I'm going to be sharing the stats with you of all the active offers we have and see how many of those offers are positive and how many of those offers are negative, along with sharing with you what are the things that we optimized for this particular day. Okay, and without much ado, let's dive inside of day 25. Okay, so where I'm talking about that part, that one element that we added that really dropped the sales was inside of NR that we'll be discussing on the third part of this video. So I have already put in the timestamps. You can just go ahead and go to that part if you simply want to just jump to that part. However, what I personally feel is like every single time I'm optimizing these offers, so DA, TA, NR, and agency, all are individual clients, and I optimize and see the numbers, see the stats, what's working, what's not working, and suggest a few things to make the office converting, right? So based on that, I get a lot of value. So I'm pretty sure that you're gonna get a lot of value as well. So without much ado, let's dive inside of the first one. So for DA, we closed the project for him. So so DA was running a course on parenting, which was a $197 course. We spent around $3,300 for his course, and we only got like one sale of $497, and then that did not work out absolutely. So we finally decided to close down this particular project because it wasn't converting and people were not responding to the message of this particular offer and the course itself. So what we figured out was that this particular offer was absolutely saturated and there were a lot of players, and this particular client did not have like a social media following and so on and so forth, because of which it was really hard to sell this particular offer. So we finally made a decision today to close this particular offer. Then the second thing that we optimized today was this particular client TA. She is in a sports agent business, so she helps people or agents get better at closing clients who are like athletes and make more money. And then the offer is not finalized yet. I already strategized this a while ago. However, this particular, like, the client is not reaching a conclusion on what offer they want to sell, so that's why it's not finalized, and the funnel is also not finalized. So she had some pricing structure concerns. So she, based on the research that I did inside of her industry, what I figured was most of the people were selling $597 or less course. So that's why I suggested that let's keep the price at like $297 at beginning before we launch, and after the launch we can keep it at $497, and then we can increase the price. However, what I suggested was, if she thinks that she can sell this particular course at a high ticket price, what we can do is book a call, like have her book qualified calls from individuals, and then she can sell the same course by converting that particular course into a high ticket offer. If you have no idea how we do that, you can just go ahead and watch this particular video, and in this video I talk about how to convert courses into high ticket offers, and yeah, you will understand how we do that. So what we can do is we can convert this $297 course that we strategized for her and convert it into a $3,000 offer, and she can take the calls and close the deals. Okay, so that's what we are going to be confirming with the client. If she is okay with doing that, we can go ahead and create a sales page, a call funnel, where people can go ahead and schedule a call in her calendar, and she can go ahead and close the deals. Okay, so we are already planning on creating a course. We just need to finalize the offer and finalize the price of the offer, and also the vehicle, which is how we are going to be selling the offer through a funnel. Okay, so both of them need to be finalized. And then now let's come to NR. So for NR, NR is in a really interesting niche. She's in female sexuality niche, and she's selling a $97 offer through a sales page. And then we take people who opt in on the sales page to the checkout page where they can complete the payment, and then we take the completed payment purchases into a confirmation page. Okay, so here are the stats for her this week. And then here are the CTR. The CTR link is very good, like 5% people are interested in our offer. We got like 143 landing page views, but we only got like 5 opt-ins. Now when I looked at the page, I figured like there were a lot of gaps around the funnel, and then there was some copy that was repeated, and then there were a lot of things that was not right inside the funnel. So I just went in and fixed the size of the offer, size of the button, so that people can actually see what this button is, and then at the end of the day we can get better results, right? But what I also inferred over here is that when people opted in over here, then out of those opt-ins, 2 people went ahead and purchased the particular course, right? So which is a good sign, right? We got a purchase rate of 40%. So we don't need to shut this down. What we can do is improve the opt-in, right? When we improve the opt-in, we can start getting better results. So the ads are performing very well. We don't need to change anything on the ad side. The only thing I suggested was to remove this card strip from the checkout section, because it was a huge distraction. So you see, I did not know that this card strip was there from the beginning, like like from the last couple of times that I optimized it. Like the first optimization I did was on O22, and then those optimizations were not implemented as well. And then at that time, this wasn't there, and I'm not sure when this was added. And just by adding this, the numbers started dropping like crazy. If you see the last deep dive, we had a number of opt-in 0.63x ROAS, and if we see today's data over here, which I'm going to be showing with you the office stats, it went down to 0, right? 0.15x it was this week. So this is not good at all. So what we are doing over here is that we are absolutely going to remove this particular thing. That is a huge distraction. I went in and just removed it, and just having this one thing was the reason this offer did not perform really well, and it started getting 0 sales. It destroyed the sales that we had, just one element. Now, having said that, that's how if you see, these small changes that we are doing inside of the landing page makes a huge difference. So going from 0.63x ROAS to 0, right, to 0, it means that like something is absolutely off, right? When we did not change anything else, what changed? This one thing. Okay, this just adding this one element absolutely destroyed our sales. So whenever you are trying to launch a course on Meta Ads, then keep in mind that there will be a time frame that will be required to crack the funnel, right? If you can crack the funnel first, and then all you need to crack is the ad side. The ad side is easy to crack because all you need to do is just put in more ad graphics, ad creatives, and then you will get better results on the ad side, right? But the first thing that you need to crack is the funnel conversion. If you have hired a good team who is really good at checking the numbers and optimizing it, and figuring out how to get better results, you will be getting results in some time, right? But give it the gap. If you're not giving it the gap for the funnel to be cracked first, and then you're expecting sales to come in on the first day, usually what happens is that Meta, when you run an ad on Meta, it will just show to the hot leads, and you will get some instant a lot of sales instantly, and then all of a sudden for the next 2 to 3 weeks it will be nothing, and then you will figure out what happened. Right? I mean, what Meta does is like it just gives you the hang of sales, and then it just drops. But you need to crack the code on the funnel side for long term. That you need to make sure that all the optimizations that you're doing on the landing page is on point by actually looking at the data. So give it some time. When you give it some time, the results are going to come in. Okay, so that's it for NR that we did. So I hope that was valuable for you, because it was very valuable for me to understand that it takes time. Okay, when you give it time, it's going to absolutely work out pretty well. Okay, see, you just need to crack 1x ROAS once, right? Once you do that, you can add upsells in the background. You can have an email sequence that gets people on a call with you, where you can sell a high ticket program. You can do a lot in the back end, but then once you crack the front end, you just need to crack it once. And once that's done, congratulations, you have a winning offer. You can run it on Meta. You can collect a list of premium customers who have not just given you name and email address, but their card information, right? Once you have done that, it's game on from there, because your list was built on purchases and not giving away freebies. Okay, so that's it for NR. Then we are going to be discussing the agencies weekly start. So this agency basically is our offer, where we run a call funnel for our done for you service, and we are going to look at all the stats for this particular week. So this week has been a bit heavy. The cost per qualified call was $114. Last week it was $74, I guess $78, right? But this time the cost has been higher. Now this happens, we did not change anything on the funnel, we did not change anything on the ad side, but then the ad sometimes gets heavier or expensive, and then we get low calls. So 14 calls were booked, and then we spent around $1,600 for this particular week. Okay, so we booked in 14 calls. Okay, so that's it for the agency overview. Now, drum rolls, let's get inside of the weekly offer stats. So we have a total of 10 active offers, and then the recently launched offers are zero, so it's 0%. And then negative offers, so all of these commas are like week 1, week 2, week 3, and then week 5. Okay, and then for negative ROAS offers, it was 6 offers that are currently sitting at negative ROAS, and then over here at the beginning we were sitting at 55% on week 1 that were at negative ROAS, and then 22% were positive at the beginning, and then it increased to 66, then increased to 76, again increased, stayed consistent at 76, and then right now it's sitting at 60%. So here are all the numbers for all the offers. So PF and KB, these are marked in green. This basically means that these particular offers have been paused for optimization or change of strategy, right? And then for all the ones that have been marked red are the clients we are no longer serving, and then for the other offers that are still running this particular week are the numbers over here. So for NR we are sitting at 0. So you see how consistent NR dropped, like 0.67, and then 0.42, 0.33, and then 0. So then JE was sitting at 0.93, 0.93, and then when we declared the winner for her ad, it went down at 0, but I'm sure it's going to catch up. Okay, and then for KT, we are still at 0, and then for D and M, we recently launched their ads. this week itself, and it did spend a lot. So we are going to do a deep dive on Monday to see what's happening. 0.08, and then for SW it's 0, ZP is 0. Okay, so I'm going to do a deep dive on SW very soon, and ZP as well. Okay, so having said that, let's look at the positive ROAS offers. This week we added one more, which is D.Y. Last week we had 4, but this week we have 5. And here are the numbers. So for HD has been paused for a pivot on the ads, because we are waiting for some ads for her, and then from her. And then for JK, his ads are paused right now because we are no longer serving the clients, and then serving the client. And then for ML, we did not get any update on if he got a sale from his call funnel, but previous 2 weeks he was sitting at 3.4, and then previous week he was at 4.31 ROAS. And then this week we did not get any update, so maybe next week we are gonna see something. And then for TG, we got like we were at 0.76 on week 3, that's when we launched, and then 2.91 on week 4. Then this week also we are positive. D.Y was 0 for past 2 weeks, and right now he's at 1.75. Okay, so 4 offers that are live, 1 2 3 4, and then it's at 40%. So that's how amazing it is. So we have 4 closed offers so far, and then these are the stats for the day. I hope this entire video and this entire challenge is being helpful to you. Let me know in the comment section if this challenge is being helpful. If this is your first time coming here, then go ahead and watch the other videos. It's going to be super valuable, I'm pretty sure, because I got a lot of value from optimizing each one of these offers, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be helpful to you if you're running meta ads to your offers. Okay, so that will be all for today. And then my biggest takeaway from this entire video was that one thing: having one small element added or removed can make a significant difference in conversions. So please make calculated decisions. Okay, and also please give it some time for things to crack in. And good things take time, but the best thing is you only need to crack the funnel, the ads once, and then you can just scale. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to see you next week. Until then, keep creating for a change.